Season 4 is starting tomorrow, and I'm pretty excited about it. What I'm not excited about is that Ana on your team that ends up 2 centimeters away from a Roadhog, doesn't even get hooked, just shot and killed, and goes, "Hey Zarya, where with my shield?" And then you realize you don't even have a Zarya. Like, come on. Man, this kind of event has inspired me to make this video, which is 3 Ana positioning tips that I think will help you guys immensely. Today we're going to be on Numbani because I think this map showcases these positioning tips the best, but it's not exclusive to Numbani, okay? So let's go over a standard setup. So usually you have 3 people up here on the top. You have 1 person, whether it be Zenyatta or one of your off tanks, watching the stairs, so you make sure that you watch under and over. And then you probably have your soldier and Ana here on the left high ground. So it's really hard to contest left high ground because one, you'd probably need 2 champions with a verticality, or you'd have to somehow get through under here with your whole team and loop around and try to knock them off by going behind all the way. Or you could go from main, which is even harder because you have 2 sides of high ground just abusing you while you go under, and then going all the way around. I believe C9 did this in one of their games. But it might be a lot harder to pull off in solo queue, correct? So now let's go into my first tip. So positioning perpendicular to your target, it's very similar to aerial views or high ground positioning. So when you have an aerial view, it's really hard to get body block, right? Imagine if you were standing right behind there and you had 5 people in front of you. It's really hard to target specifically who you want to heal, right? So for instance, you could hit Reinhardt, Roadhog, Zarya, Zenyatta. Like you can just pick and choose really easily, right? So I think this is one of the most overlooked kind of concepts in terms of getting the most efficiency out of your Ana healing, and again can be used on many maps, like for instance on Hanamura if your May can boost you up on the top right, on defense on second point, on Anubis even. It's just a simple concept that I see not many people trying to really think about. Alright, now the second point. So it's a very simple concept. It's stacking. Don't ever stack with anybody, whether it be your soldier if you're positioning here, another support. Even if it's versus a flanker, you just want to tether. Tethering means try to be near each other, but don't stack, right? Don't be on top of each other, so you get pulse bomb, dragon blade, grabbed, etc, etc, right? It's also important to know matchups, right? So this is going to be my other tip. My third tip would be matchups right here. So for instance, versus Grav, you want to play spread out. Obviously, that's a given. But you want to make sure that you and your support are on different sides specifically, okay? So one or the other can heal. Ana has to be the most far away from her team and probably the least surrounded. She's very self-sufficient, and the problem is she doesn't have her own defensive ulti, right? The other support, if he has his own defensive ulti, can go ahead and group up and try to go ahead and trade ultis so he can get some value out of that defensive ulti. Now another matchup would be flanking, right? So you don't want to get isolated, but at the same time, let's say they have a Hanzo and a flanker, you want to make sure that you also play the sniper's LOS, right? So for instance, if Widow's right here at the start of a map, you don't even want to peek. Now once you hear her start shooting, for instance, or Hanzo start shooting, you can go ahead and peek for a second, try to get some damage in, and maybe soldier can help you with a helix rocket, which would be enough to kill her, and so on and so forth. You know, you want to play it very safe. Your job is to heal the team, so you don't want to go ahead and go full DPS kamikaze and then just you know, get the kill, but then you look up at the kill feed and you know your entire team is fucking dead, right? I mean, I've seen this happen in all ratings, so it's very, very important to focus and know your role. I think that's it for my Ana positioning tips. It was a very short video, but I'm really straight to the point in these type of videos. The reason being is this position might not be good positioning in 5 seconds from now. I've gone over this. Also, according to their team comp, it might not be good positioning. So one of the things that I notice in other positioning videos is people want their handheld and telling them, oh, well, you should always be here. The thing is, that's not true. You have to always think, and the player has to learn how to adapt and think about the other person's positioning. Don't imitate, you have to innovate, okay? So that's all for me. Leave a comment in the description if you want to talk about it. Sub, comment, and let me know what other kind of videos you'd like to see, okay? This is just a short video, simple, sweet. done. All right. Take it easy. I'll see you in the next video.